that's very key. I mean, if you are a leader with integrity, transparency is key. So you need to be transparent. Therefore, you need to uphold transparency, by integrity, by being transparent in all your actions, your decisions, and communication. And by doing so, you're establishing a culture of honesty and openness within your organization. So we expect that, yes, leaders do lead organizations. And as you lead organizations, this is key. Always remember that whatever you are doing, it is most important that you are transparent about your whatever the position that you hold and decisions that you make. So therefore, this creates that your followers will see you to be very transparent, and transparency is key, as one of the key values, again, within integrity. And even within integrity also, I mean, if you are a leader and you are a leader with integrity, obviously, you need to be accountable. uh, you know um, uh, Integrity in leadership involves taking responsibility, for one's actions, the actions that you take, and the decisions that you also take, even in challenging situations. When you are fostering trust and reliability, among your team members. So this is key. It's most important. So if you are a leader with integrity, I mean, you need to be accountable. Apart from the fact that accountability is a key value, but if you are a man of integrity, this is important. So the third one is your decisions that you take, ethical decisions. So when you are making decisions, it should be, ethical decision making. So leaders with integrity, prioritize ethical consideration, always during that decisions and actions align, with the strong moral compass and the organization's values. So this is so important. So ethical decision, it's important, for leaders who are with integrity. A leader needs to be someone of integrity. Again, if you are a man or a woman of integrity as a leader, I mean, you need to be consistent. Consistency is key. So whatever you are doing, there must be consistency. So today you don't go in certain direction, and then the other you are in another direction. So a leader with integrity, is always consistent in their decisions in whatever they do. So integrity requires leaders to demonstrate consistency in their words, in their actions, and thereby building a sense of trust and reliability amongst their teams and their stakeholders. Because remember, as a leader, wherever you are, I mean, people look up to you. So if you are a man of integrity, I mean, this goes a long way, because people see your actions. People listen to your words, what you are saying, what you are preaching. That whatever you are saying, it means that people should really listen to it and see you as a good example, emulate you as a leader. So therefore, and that is what you do if you are a man or a woman of integrity. So integrity again requires fairness. You need to uphold fairness. Remember, if you are a leader, you take decisions, and these decisions they have some serious implications on people's lives and the people that you lead. So you should be try to be as fair as possible. So fairness really is part of integrity of any leader. So upholding fairness and impartiality, you always try to be fair, to balance it out, is essential in demonstrating integrity, as leaders treat all individuals with equity and justice. That is important, irrespective of personal biases or preferences. And we all have relationships, at times, even take it from the kids that are yours. I mean, the family that you run at home. You should be, a man of integrity and also of fairness, that whatever you are doing amongst them, decisions that you take, that you are very fair amongst your family, your friends, the organization that you lead. So fairness is also a value of somebody with integrity. So that's one thing that I would really urge, you young leaders especially, that whatever you are doing, try to be as fair as possible. Although at times you can be in very difficult circumstances, where one way or the other, you have some relationship or you're biased towards somebody for one reason or the other. But in order to become a very good leader, please make sure that whatever you are doing as a leader, your fairness is demonstrated. The other one is trustworthiness. Leaders must be trusted. In order for you to have that integrity as a leader, you must be trustworthy. So you're trustworthy. Leaders build trust by, again, consistency, and also exhibiting behavior and actions that align with their values and commitments, fostering a trustworthy and credible leadership profile. So if you are trustworthy, remember your profile speaks for yourself. You don't need to go out there and telling people who you are or what you will do, but your profile will be something that really people judge you from. They will know, okay, oh, he's trustworthy. He's done this action that we trust him. We've given him this amount of money, under his guidance or under for him to keep or whatever, but he didn't do otherwise. He's a trusted somebody. Trustworthiness is important. If you are a leader, you must be trusted. And then also you need to adhere to commitments. If you are a leader, when you are committed, you must adhere to it. Remember again, I will delve into commitment as a core value. But again, for you to be a person of integrity, you need to adhere to commitments. So when you're committed to something, you demonstrate integrity by honoring, your commitments and following through on promises, thereby establishing reliability and dependability. It can be very tough, and I will give you very true examples. As all of you know, TAF Africa Global runs a real estate development business, and we build houses, and at times we find ourselves in very difficult circumstances, especially on delivery. I had an example today. Today, I called a gentleman, who his house is delayed. There are reasons for the delay. So my sales executives dealt with him, and he wasn't happy. My general manager also reached out to him, and then he wasn't happy. And he sent me a message through LinkedIn and registering his dissatisfaction. So I got his number, and then asked him the time to call him, and he gave me that. Well, today he will be available, and I could call him. So I called him, and I was very honest with him. I started with a deep apology. That, look, I am very sorry. These are the reasons. Some of them were beyond our control, and we couldn't honor our responsibility as promised. But then I really apologized, and just went into the details and gave him a new date. That, look, whatever happened, I will honor it, and then gave him all my contacts. That, look, whatever happened, make sure that you contact me. So that's what you do as a leader. You take responsibility. When it's your fault, you don't pass the buck. So you adhere to commitment. You demonstrate integrity. And then also in communication also, in order for you to be a person of integrity, you need to be open in your communication. It's a core aspect of integrity, and which obviously is in leadership, which involves, fostering, open and authentic communication. And by doing so, it's creating a culture of trust and transparency within, again, organization. I mean, because I lead the organization, I mean, I'm trying to focus on the organization that you lead. Then the other is also respect for others. That is key. If you are a leader and you're a man of integrity, I mean, you need to respect others. Don't only, think good about yourself or behave otherwise, but you need to have respect for others, regardless of what position they occupy, or whatever, wherever they are coming from. As I said, running our business, I have clients who come in, and clients of different levels. I mean, again, very open the way I work. I mean, those who know me very well, people will come and demand that they speak to me. And because the brand is so strong behind me, around me, I give them the audience. I listen to them. So that is important. You must respect others, especially if you're running an organization or in business, that people are patronizing you. You are because of them. That without their money, without them, paying for the services, you will not be where you are. So no matter what, always you should respect others. So leaders exhibit integrity by showing respect for the diverse perspectives, options, and contributions of their team members, which is fostering an inclusive and respectful work environment. So every input being put in by individuals within the team must be respected. There's nobody who is, above the other. So therefore, by doing so, people will see you as a man of integrity. Apart from that, I mean, also role modeling. If you are a leader, you must be seen as a role model. So you must always do things that your followers, they look up to you. As they look up to you, they say, oh yeah, when I grow up, I want to be like Mr. Njai. And so therefore, remember, people look up to you, they look at the things that you do. So therefore, if you are a man of integrity, you'll be a role model. So leaders with integrity serve as a role model for ethical behavior, inspiring others to uphold similar standards and values within the organization. If you do something wrong and then expect your followers to do otherwise, then you are not a man of integrity or a woman of integrity. So always make sure that you're serving as a role model. Remember that, and people look up to you, they look at your actions. It's not only what you say or what is written, but they look at your actions. So therefore, you should be a good role model. Now, the 11th one is honesty. For you to be a person of integrity, you must be honest. That's key. Honesty is important in upholding integrity, and it involves being honest and sincere in all communications and interactions. And thereby, you are establishing a foundation of trust and credibility within the organization. So that is important. So always be honest in everything that you do. Try to display honesty. And if you do so, then you will be trusted by your followers, by those within the organization, and then they will see you as a leader with integrity. The last one is on but not the least, really, it's on commitment. I mean, I just want to stop there for now, on commitment to learning and improvement. You must be committed to that, because remember, no man is an island and no man knows it all. So therefore, you must be committed in learning and improving. I mean, if you are within a structured organization, I would really advise research and development, because it's a continuous process. You must be learning all the time. As you learn, you develop your business, you build, integrity within yourself and within your structure. So integral leaders demonstrate a commitment to continuous improvement, openness to feedback, and a willingness to learn from mistakes, thereby reinforcing a culture of integrity and growth within the organization. Because, as I said, remember, you are the leader. You are the one that they're looking up to. So therefore, you should really maintain, integrity all the time, and being committed to others. Then you will be seen as a true role model, as somebody that they should follow. So I just thought that I would take 12 points, 12 key points, in within integrity. And then if you are there and you have any comments, or you want to identify yourself, where you are following us from, let's make now this part of it. I have another 10 minutes to go. Make it interactive. Send your questions. If there's anything that you want to know that I can, dive into and to be more explicit, then I will do so. Somebody said the youth ambassador, Cherno Manzure change me. Is it what? Let me just try and read. This impressive, my mentor and leader. You're doing a great job for us, the young leaders from Africa. How I wish other global leaders will learn from you. You're hardly our leader in Africa creating the space. Oh, thank you. That's a compliment. Yes, thank you so much for it, for your compliment. Let me also have other questions. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, then I can also go into it. He says here again, I think youth ambassador. He says, I am impressed. Integrity is a found to quality leadership and service delivery to even business networking. Very true. Excellent. Now let me just call out those who are watching. I mean, I have I think Rutlin Akapame is watching from Ghana. Thank you so much. And then Toye Dixon, as always, watching from Gambia. I have engineer Damak Magzamen watching from Ethiopia. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I think it's good to start out who are you watching from. Let me see those on TikTok. It's so refreshing to hear from integrity in business from an African man. Thank you very much. That's Rosetta who says so. Just tell us where you are connecting from. If you are on TikTok, if you're connecting us on TikTok, which country, which continent you're connecting from. And if you have any questions or comments, just type it out and I will surely respond. Some people are looking for business. Benjamin Siakapu, always putting his number. Please, if you want business from us, there's a channel that you can send it through. Somebody who needs a house, please, this is not a real estate. We're not selling our business here. Somebody says, watching from Maryland, USA, from Sierra Leone. I am connecting from London. That's Rosetta. Thanks so much. And then Sankun Kamara also joined. Thanks so much for connecting. If there are any questions, somebody says, Mabel Hubala says, so true. And she says, yes, transparency. He says, true respect for their status. I like what you stand for. And then thank you so much. David Gomez say, great one, my MD. Thanks so much. Well, so a lot of compliments though. Somebody says, Alassane Sahad Kudivi says, good evening, my godfather. Thank you. Bayo Adio says, hello, Mr. Mustafa. Then I have Alassane Sahad. Yes, Kudivi again. He's watching from Ghana. Mabel is watching from Atlanta, Georgia. And then says, my name is Nyasa, connecting from Gambia, but from Zimbabwe. Thank you so much, Nyasa. Watching from Farnborough, UK. Greetings from Austria, Mr. Njai. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. And yes, we have about 5 minutes to go before we close the sessions. If you have any question you want to ask about integrity, please do so. Send them through. And then somebody says, brother, I am really appreciate that you always give us the lectures. I hope the next time to try to give us the lecture from how to invent in Africa as an African nation who are living outside of Africa. I mean, that's a difficult one, how to invent. Remember, it's on the core values on leadership. These are chosen, and we are trying to address them. Sukai Golden Queens watching from Gambia. And then Bob Yesman says, I'm watching from Birmingham, UK. Then Gay Bamba Gay from Texas. Thank you so much. Momodu Eba from Gambia. And then LinkedIn user, your good friend Chris Da Costa connecting from UK. Hey, Prof. Prof, thank you so much. I'm glad that you're watching. I mean, these are senior citizens who are connecting, huh? Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. I hope to see you at the end of the year. Chris is my friend, my brother, who's a professor, just did some excellent work in Harvard University. So congratulations, Chris, again. So Gabriel Fati, what is and are your views on the leaders in the public institution in the Gambia generally? No, I don't have any views about that. I cannot judge them. I mean, I can only talk about, the values, that will make a leader. So anybody who wants to be a leader, I mean, I share my views with you, but I cannot judge anybody here. I am not a judge. And then Dansa is watching from Belgium. Mabel, it is very refreshing and important to get info like this from African brother. Thank you so much. Dauda Njai, GM Senstock, Senegal. I really appreciate your advice. Thank you very much, Dauda. Dauda is my, she has the same surname, although Njai is spelled different. And then I'm watching Alassane Sadiq is watching from Northern Ghana. In terms of integrity, what do you think top all for you? But integrity is really about more, for me, it's about yourself. I mean, about demonstrating trustworthiness. For me, that tops it all. That says it all, that you must be trusted, to be a man of integrity. If you're not trusted, whatever you say or whatever you do, they will never follow you and you're not a good leader. So for me, integrity is about trustworthiness, and it must be in you. You must be committed that, look, this is between me and the Almighty, my Creator. Whenever, even where people are not watching, there are certain things that I will not do. I will do what is right. That is a man of integrity. Just doing what is right, even where, nobody is seeing you. Somebody says, I'm Chizom Chinasa. I am watching from Nigeria. Do you have any project in Lagos, Nigeria? No, no, no. I don't have a project in Lagos. I have a project in Port Harcourt. And thank you, Sukai Golden Queen says, this is a great initiative. Please give us back the 12 core values breakdown again by letter. Okay, let me do so. I is for integrity. C is for commitment. E is for empowerment. F is for futuristic vision. A is for accountability. D is for decision making. E is for empathy. C is for good communication. Another C is for confidence. H is for honesty. And I is for innovation, whilst P is for passion. So this is it. And now Mohammed Dukuli says, hi, sir, watching from Liberia. Thank you. And then Bakarinjai says, being a leader is difficult, but what are the qualities of characteristics that keeps you motivated and your integrity intact? Well, what really keeps me all the time motivated is that, look, I believe in what I'm doing. I mean, you must be confident in what you're doing, that you're doing it for a cause. It's about yourself. It's about what you stand for. So this is what I stand for. And certain things I will not do because you've worked for it. You remember, if you're a man of integrity, you develop a brand. So anytime your name comes up, people expect certain actions, certain things from you. So these are the things. I mean, this is what motivates you. There are challenges, obviously. It could be very difficult to keep them, but, a man of integrity must keep these all the times, good values, so that, you can be seen as a good leader. My question, do I need to go to school to learn these qualities, or I can simply acquire them by following an example of others? Oh, yes, you don't need to go to school, but I'm sure, Mahmoud, by writing this, you have been to school. But for those who have not been to school, you don't have to go to school to follow these values. These are human values, and it can be taught everywhere. It doesn't only have to be taught at school or in the formal structure of education, but it can be learned through peer learning and so many other things. So, ladies and gentlemen, very quickly, I only have a minute. Thank you, everyone. I want to say a big thank you for taking time again to connect with me. I will come back in next week, inshallah, at 8:30 p.m. GMT. next week is the 14th of July to speak about commitment. I will be speaking, detailing out commitment as a core value for leadership. Once again, thank you very much. Good night for wherever you are. Good morning if you are in another part of the world where it's the morning, or good afternoon wherever you are. I really appreciate your time and listening to this lecture on the core values of leadership. Thank you very much. I am Mustafa Njai, the president of the TAF Africa Foundation. God bless you all.